Hello friends, welcome to Department of Plant Pathology, KDSP Agriculture College Nasik. In today's lecture, we are going to see diseases of coriander and their management. In coriander, there are three most important diseases. First is fusarium wilt, second one is powdery mildew, and third one is stem gall. All these three diseases are very important. First disease we already studied in previous videos, that is fusarium wilt. It is caused due to fusarium oxysporum. It causes wilting in all crops, and it is a common pathogen, a fungal pathogen. It causes blockage of xylem vessel, then wilting type of symptoms will occur in this fusarium wilt. So we will move on the next most important disease, that is stem gall of coriander, and it is caused due to Protomyces macrosporus. We will see the symptoms of this stem gall of coriander. This disease is systemic in nature and manifests in the form of tumor-like swellings on all the aerial plant parts of the plant. So you can see the symptoms in this image. There is the galls were developed on aerial parts of the plant. All galls are soft and fleshy when young, and in later stage it becomes hard, corky and woody as they grow old. So the pedicel as a whole appear abnormal with outgrowth or malformation along with hypertrophied like flowers and fruits were observed on these infected plants. So this is the symptoms of this stem gall of fungal pathogen called as a are intracellular closely set cells in hyphae swell and it produces hyaline 3-layer, and the resting spore of the fungus causes systemic infection. So this is all about Protomyces macrosporus. It also favors acidic condition. The pH of 7.5 was most suitable for infection, while minimum infection occurred in acidic soil, that is in less than 6 pH there is a minimum infection of this disease, and it favors the alkaline condition soil, that is more than 7 or 7.5 pH is suitable for development of this disease. For management of this disease, we have to only adjust the date of sowing and use of clean seed. These are some recommended practices should be followed. Similarly, seed treatment should be done with Captan or Thyram is quite effective for controlling such diseases. The next disease is powdery mildew, and this powdery mildew caused due to Erisiphe polygony. This is one of the fungal pathogen, and it produces Cleistothecia. We have studied all powdery mildews in previous videos. You can refer those videos for your understanding. You can see the symptoms of this powdery mildew as initially it shows powdery growth or whitish color mycelial growth on upper surface of leaves. It sucks nutrition from all the plant parts and becomes weak. The plants become weak due to the infection of this powdery mildew. Ultimately, it produces Cleistothecia, and primary infection is caused due to infected plant debris containing this Cleistothecia or infected seed. These are responsible for primary source of infection, and secondary source of infection is through airborne conidia. So that's all about powdery mildew of this coriander. This powdery mildew can be effectively controlled by spraying with sulfur containing fungicide, or you can also use carbendazim for controlling this disease. So that's all about diseases of coriander and their management. Thanks for watching this video.